Hello and welcome back to FM22 with Hull. And where we left off, we had just played, let's just find the game, Leeds and Cardiff. Two fairly good games. Bonucci getting himself a hat-trick and getting 2 wins on the board in the league. We've had a great run of form since then as well. Look, 1 game drawn. Bo Harder getting his first game of the season to get us back into the game and get us a point out of that game. And then just been amazing at form. Like we have been able to, we've gone behind a couple of times and been able to draw it back in and get ourselves the result. So definitely the team is firing on all cylinders for sure. And we're now down to the last 2 games, Bournemouth and Swansea. And if we have a look at the Championship, we're 2nd place. I thought there was no way we were catching up West Brom. But we managed. West Brom dropped some points, which helped us out greatly. So did Nottingham Forest, and it meant that when we were having the good run of form, we were jumping ahead of these 2. We're now 2nd place, 2 games to go. If we win this game, we get promoted up to the Premier League. If we lose it or draw it, we have to win the next game or draw the next game. If we draw it, there's a couple of ways to do it, but basically, if we win this game, we get promoted. So I'm hoping for that. We are away from home against Bournemouth, so it's not an easy game. Bournemouth, 1 point away from playoffs. They're going to want it, but we need to want it more. So let's go into our team. What we are picking. I'm kind of up and down on what strikers to play, because Vince Krause, Tui and Bonucci are all playing well. And I never know which order to play them in or who to play. But I'm going to go with Bonucci and Tui today. We've got Trafford in goal, we've got Terrace, Feeney, Hanlon and Ruffin. That's our usual back 4, apart from Ruffin. He kicked off saying he wants more playing time. So I'm playing him instead of Adrad. We'll see how well he plays. Then we've got Lewis Potter, Lee, Simmons and Bo Harder. It's between Simmons and Gallinopoulos. I actually think Gallinopoulos might be my go-to for this one. Lee is probably tied as well, so we're going to switch around Ramsey in there. Luckily we've got that depth of these 2 amazing playmakers, Ramsey and Lee. We can switch them round and both can do an amazing job. So I'm hoping that's going to make a bit of a difference, because he's going to have some fresher legs, and so is Gallinopoulos, because Lee and Simmons both played in the last game. And I think that's what we're going to go for. I don't think anyone who's not on... We've got Muamba's out injured. He was starting to play well as well, just as he got injured, which is a bit annoying. We've got Chapman and Diaz, which are the 2 youngsters which won't get any game time today. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that team. We're going to go for it, submit it and see what we can do. Hopefully get ourselves a win. Alright, so we are going to say we're on a good run lately, so go out there and press me. And make me proud. Make me proud. Make me proud. Look at the motivation. Love it. And in the tunnel, we've even got a tunnel interview. Today ensures promotion. A win today ensures promotion. The right team to get the job done. Certainly hope so. We've done very well to get this point. It would be a terrible shame if we didn't see a job through. Yeah, I'm going to say that. What's the secret behind your good away record? It's all down to hard work. We work hard. Let's get into this game. Okay, first highlight, and it's Bournemouth goal kick. Konza has the ball. Plays it out to Bate. They're playing quite deep from the looks of it. Konza again, getting very comfortable with the passing move, but we're not pressing too heavy. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens here, because they're building up. Well done, Ruffin. Plays it back to Hanlon, to Feeney, to Ramsey. Oh, poor pass by Ramsey, and now their striker's through, and their striker's scored. It's always the way. Football Manager hates it. Oh! It hates it when you're going to get promoted, basically. And it gives you the worst run of form when you get close to like, or when you've got a game where it's like you have to win it to get promoted. Usually Football Manager will say, no, none of that. O'Hanlon's done a foul, so it's a free kick quite far away, but the ball in, oh my goodness, off the crossbar. That was insane. Terrace plays the ball forward. Bo Harder can't get it, but Ruffin gathers it up. Hanlon to Feeney. Feeney to Terrace. No one on that wing. Where's Lewis Potter? Oh no, he's been dispossessed. Oh no. That was awful by Terrace. Oh, I can't believe what we're doing right now. We're just dropping our form like nobody's business. Playing awful. Hanlon's having a terrible game. Okay, Harder now has the ball to Gananopoulos, to Ramsey, to Harder, to Bonucci, to Tui. Oh, what was that, Lewis Potter? Why would you not finish that? Why would you not take the shot? Harder now has the ball on the wing. Into Bonucci, over the bar. It was always going over. The looping header. I think a Hanlon might have to come off. He's just having the worst game. And he's already booked. I don't want to get him sent off. Eze, ball in from a free kick. Headed clear. Ruffin absolutely hoofs it out. Bonucci isn't going to chase. Where is... it's like the team doesn't want to be here. I don't think the motivation is really there. I'm going to shout an encouragement. Oh, that's definitely a goal. Flippin' heck. Off the crossbar. And we just about survive. I want to try and get to half time before I make any changes, but Hanlon is really struggling out there for form. I don't know if it's worth keeping him on and essentially risking a red card here. I think a Hanlon's coming off. It's got to be done. He's having a terrible time. Who do I swap him for though? Simmons, Taylor, Drad. I think a Drad can play fairly well in the centre actually. As a stopper as well, so he plays the same position. Okay, Gomez has the ball. Hanlon out, Gananopoulos out. Harder has the ball now, down the wing. Plays it to Tui. Tui. Ruffin, Gananopoulos, Ramsey. Oh, terrible passing by Ramsey again. I think Ramsey's coming off at half time as well. He just has given the ball away twice. Once that gave the goal. If a goal comes out of this, then it's twice that he's given away a goal. Where's Ramsey? 6.8. That's not what I'm seeing, to be honest. Oh man. And Harder's not having a great game either. Alright. Terrible. Terrible boys. What are we playing at? Ramsey is coming off for Lee. That's for sure. Harder can come off for Kenneth Taylor. And we can play him as a wide playmaker. I think support is where he likes playing. Yeah. Play him as a wide playmaker support. And we are going to go attacking. We're going to go to the dressing room. I'm going to say, have faith in you. Have faith in you. Have faith in you. So please, repay that faith. And I can't change any of my strikers, so I'm hoping that these guys are going to start scoring. Because I've made all my changes now. Lewis Potter, definitely offside from that. Wasn't he? Oh my goodness, was that onside? Great goal. Let's have a look at this. How was he onside from this? Lee, glad I brought him on. Flippin' heck, a real game changer. Good header by Lewis Potter as well. And we're back in the game. I was so certain. Okay, we're going to see the offside line. Oh, he's being played on by that defender. Superb. Oh, what a run. And we might be in for a chance now. Let's hope we can build off that. Okay, throw in. Ruffin out to Lee. To Kenneth Taylor. To Gananopoulos. To Ruffin. To Taylor again. To Gananopoulos. To Taylor. To Gananopoulos. To Lee. Lee. Where are you going? To Lewis Potter. Was that free kick? Lewis Potter's putting himself in offside positions quite often though. I'm not sure why he's playing so high. Okay, Kenneth Taylor has the free kick. Not really shooting. Oh, weird pass to Lee. Everyone in the box kind of like, alright, what are we doing? And then he's tackled. Oh no, and now they're on the attack. Catrone. What a save by Trafford. Flipping heck. Oh. What a rubbish free kick though. I have no idea what the lads were playing out there. Absolutely awful. Ball in, saved by Trafford again. Honestly, when he shows up, he shows up. Bonucci, tackled. Boys, why don't we want this? It's like they're not here to play. They're just getting tackled again and again. Like, they shouldn't be dispossessed this easy. Okay, they're just playing it around in defence. They're looking for that long ball forward. Boys, let's not drop it now. Come on. A draw is better than a loss, that's for sure. Bate plays it up. Oh, they're definitely going to score here. Was he onside? He's onside as well. Goodness sake. What is going on? Look how bad all our players are doing. I honestly don't understand what happened here. I'm going to have to go to the dressing room and say unacceptable. Absolutely shot us in the foot, and I can only hope that people drop points, but no, they didn't. Forest and West Brom went into that last game 3-1, and Forest won. Where's Nottingham Forest? There they are, 2-1. Which means we're going into this last game. If we win it, we're through. If we lose it or draw it, we potentially are out, because West Brom's goal difference is so much higher than ours. We have to win the next one. And that's really not what I wanted. And I hate this game sometimes. Really hate it. Because if you look at our form before that, let's have a look at our schedule. Look at our form before that. Not a single loss for 3 months. And then, of course, the one game we need to win, they freaking throw it away. We are playing home against Swansea, and Swansea are a lower league lower in the league. They're 13th, but I mean, that doesn't mean anything. They could definitely nick a win, and if they do, we're done. Football Manager loves to give me a freaking heart attack. Okay, so we're going to be back in a couple of seconds to play the Swansea game and hopefully secure promotion. If not, the computer is going out the window and I'm done with Football Manager. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, so we are at the Swansea game. And I've made a few changes. So we've got Trafford in goal, Terrace, Feeney, Hanlon and Ruffin in defence. I'm not changing the defence. Although Hanlon had a bad game, he is our best defender, I think. So we're going to just put some faith that he's going to stand up for the big game. Actually, one thing which I did want to check. He relishes big matches. So he should have really stood up for that last game, but he didn't. So yeah, Feeney and O'Hanlon have been our go-tos for the whole of the season, basically. So I'm hoping they're going to put in a good performance today. Trafford as well. He's put in some fantastic performances over the season. This is one that we need today. We've got Lewis Potter, Lee, Gallinopoulos and Harder in midfield. I do have Mwamba on the bench, but he's coming back from injury, so I'll probably play him half-time if Harder's not having a great game. And I've changed the strikers to Bonucci and Vince Krause. I just feel like maybe they might play better together. So, and we've got Afolabi on the bench, and I've taken Tui off just because I don't have enough room on the bench for everyone. So I needed to drop someone, and unfortunately for Tui, it's him. So let's do this and hope that we can get our result and get our promotion. If we don't, I'm going to be so frustrated. We then have to do playoffs and everything, and I don't think we're good enough to get through. So if we can get automatic, that's just a weight off my mind. Looks like you're set for another final day of the season full of drama and tension. Have you done enough to secure promotion and come full time today? I hope so. We've prepared well, and the lads look they really go out and give a suitable performance. What's the secret behind your good home record? The fans. Always the fans. So that's our squad. That's our Hull team. And then we are playing Swansea. Let's see how they line up. If we're doing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Okay, we might struggle against that, I'm not going to lie. But hopefully we'll be able to get the result here. If not, I'm going to be so annoyed. Okay, first chance is a throw-in to Swansea. And Terrace, well played to nick the ball back. Now Feeney has it. A Hanlon to Ruffin. Gallinopoulos to Ruffin again. To Hanlon. Ruffin. Nice passing. Let's not lose it in defence. Oh, what was that? Bonucci? Oh, Bonucci's got it though. Great ball by Trafford. Through to Vince Krause. Through to Lewis Potter. He's open. What a goal! Nice. Oh my goodness. That's what we needed to break the nerves. Settle everyone down. Great turn by Bonucci, and then he sees the run of Vince Krause. Vince Krause could have been selfish, but he picks out Lewis Potter. No one on him, and he just smashes it. Love to see that. Okay, corner to Hull. In by Lewis Potter. Feeney can't quite get there, and now it bobbles out to Taylor for Swansea, and we've got to watch the run. Nice one, Ruffin. He just watched his man, stayed on him. Now Harder has the ball. Beautiful pass by Harder up to Lewis Potter. And a little bit of a selfish shot there by Lewis Potter. We could definitely have built something else if he'd have picked the pass. But he's feeling confident at least. And it's half time. And the boys are playing well. We're doing really good performance this this game. So I don't know what to say. I think going well but capable is even better. And then faith in all of them, just to try and get them to keep that performance up for the second half. No subs just yet. We've got a few tired legs out there, so I'm going to probably make some changes at the 60th minute. Okay, Lewis Potter with the free kick. Nice ball up to Bonucci. Please don't let him be offside, because that would really be the icing on the cake, but he was offside. And unfortunately that didn't count, but it would have been a superb little goal there. So we've got some tired legs out there. Lewis Potter's tired, but if I take him off, he's the person who's making the chances for us. I think Lee will come off for Ramsey. And then I think Harder can come off for Moamba. I think that's all the changes we're going to make just yet. We're going to let Lewis Potter have a little bit more of a game. And then we'll take him off nearer the end. Okay, Ramsey has the ball. Running down the middle. Terrible touch. And it's too heavy and the defender gets it. Now I'm nervous. Headed down. Beautiful. Bonucci plays out to Moamba. And Ramsey has the ball. No one on him. And he messes up his lines and he doesn't score. And are we going to regret all of these missed chances? I really hope not. Ramsey now has the ball again. Looks like he's really brought life to the game since he's come on. Now Lewis Potter has it after Ramsey was dispossessed. Ramsey now to Potter. Now to Ramsey. Into Bonucci. Bonucci to Moamba. And that is a goal. Beautiful play by the boys. And we can take a little bit of a breath, because it's 2-goal cushion now. Look at this for passing. Lewis Potter then holds up the ball. Plays it back to Ramsey. Ramsey then watches Bonucci. Bonucci unselfishly puts it onto Moamba. And Moamba finishes. I think we are now going to make the change of Lewis Potter coming off, because we don't want him to be too tired. I mean, we could have brought off Gallinopoulos, but Potter was more tired, so that was the only reason for that decision. And looks like, oh my goodness, they're going to leave it right to the end. A highlight on the 94th minute. I do really want to get a clean sheet here if possible. Terrace, great clearance, but not too far. Knight now has the ball. He bursts through. Oh my goodness, Trafford missed that for sure. Bonucci now has the ball. Plays it back to Ruffin. To Bonucci, to Moamba, to Gallinopoulos. And it's over. 2-0. We got the win. And what does that mean? Hopefully, that means automatic promotion. Let's go to the dressing room. I'm delighted with it. Please say, I think there's no other way for us. What happened to West Brom? West Brom still got a win, but we got the win as well. 2 points ahead of them. We're second place. No more games to play. We must have got automatic promotion. Let's have a quick look-see here. Hull promoted to Premier Division. We did it! Nice. So, amazing end to the season there. I really wasn't expecting to get promoted up to the Premier League, especially at about this point in the league, in this season, when we'd lost, how many was that in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, and drawn 6 games in a row where we just got absolutely trashed. And it was because of the Carabao and FA, oh no, just Carabao Cup. I was going to say FA Cup, but there wasn't even a FA Cup game there. And then we had another little blip around about the FA Cup. It's definitely harder when you get in the cup games. I think we're going to have to build out our depth in our team so that we can have like a cup team and a non-cup team, a league team for next season, because Premier League's going to be harder for sure. So we won. Let's have a quick look through. Norwich got a playoff spot. We won promotion. We did it well as well. I'm glad we got a good result at the end to show that, you know, we deserve it. We did a good job. Lewis Potter, Moamba getting the goals. And the initial budgets next season, 550k per week with a 38 mil budget. That's the biggest budget I've ever had in this playthrough. We're going to have loads of wage budget, loads of transfer budget, but we need to make sure that we spend it wisely. And also, I think there might be, Scribbles has led Hull to promotion, just a nice little thing there. I think there might be some players we get rid of. The players I'm thinking of are definitely Afalobi, 30-year-old. He's worth 5 to 6 mil, but I just don't think he's Premier League quality. So I think he will be put on the transfer list. Hopefully, I'm not sure where he sits in the hierarchy. I mean, he is highly influential. Hopefully that won't wreck the lads too much if we get rid of him. Hull delighted in unexpected promotion. I'm delighted in it as well. I really was not expecting it. I'm really surprised we got the result there. But that means that next season we're in the Premier League, baby. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not sure how far we're going to get in the Premier League, because the jump from Championship to Premier League is hard. But I'm hoping we'll be able to stay up. I think I'm quietly positive about it, you know. So we're going to jump ahead to the what's it called? The end of season review, and then next video we'll be doing the transfers and the start of next season. So we'll see you in a second for the end of season review. And we're at the end of season review. So for the 29-30 season, let's have a look at the new arrivals, and there were quite a few of them. Hello? No. We jumped. It's really struggling to get through. Okay, so the new arrivals. Richard Hanlon. Is he? No, signing of the season was James Trafford. Disappointed with the deal to sign as many due to both transfer fee and players' wage being high side. So they weren't that happy with the transfer. I mean, it was only 700 grand for a first team keeper. That's not too bad for Championship. Played 51 games. Got 17 or 18 clean sheets. I'm not sure I would have him as the signing of the season. He was good. I think maybe Muhammad Lee or Richard Hanlon were better. Richard Hanlon, absolutely superb central defender. Got him for free, I think. And he's played 42 games, 2 goals, and just a defensive rock. Muhammad Lee, 6 goals, 6 assists. Came from Man United on a free, or did we pay 210 for him? I think we might pay 210 for him. And he was superb signing. Kenneth Taylor was a rock. He got less games. He got 19 games because we were switching him with Simmons. So he was kind of like in and out, but he could play on the wing. He could play in defence. He's a real utility player. People are sniffing around him, wanting to sign him. I want to hold on to him. 27 years old. He's got plenty of years left in him. Got 4 goals, 6 assists, and played really well. Sheldon Vince Krause was my big punt of the season because we spent 3 mil on him. And I think it was worth it. 33 games, 9 goals, 11 assists. He played really good. He's playing more of that deep-lying striker, so he's kind of playing the main striker through. And talking about the main striker, a late addition, Martin Tui, 1.5 mil, 6 goals out of 8 games and 1 assist. That's pretty decent returns already. I'm hoping he's going to be able to do it in the Premier League. Then we got Bo Harder again, a little bit of a later addition. But 3 goals, 2 assists out of 12 games is very good for such a young player as well. Gallinopoulos, I think, is going to be essential to our game next season. He's going to be that sort of defensive Simmons role, which means that we actually have Gallinopoulos, Simmons and Kenneth Taylor in that role. We might have someone kicking off saying that they want more game time. So we'll have to deal with that when it comes to it. But yeah, that one might be a bit of a struggle. And then we've also got a Drad who played really well and is going to be one for the future. Gebby was disappointing. Gebby might be on for sale at the end of this season because we've got another couple of defenders coming in, which I'll show you next video. But we have got an eye on a couple of more central defenders, and I think Gebby isn't good enough, so he might go out on sale. And then Chapman was all right. I mean, he's one for the future again. I think he'll get better and better. We only paid 300 grand for him, not too shabby. And then Dallas, I signed him thinking we had another season in the Championship. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use him next season in the Premier League, but we'll hold on to him and see if he can do a role maybe in the cups, like the Carabao Cups and stuff. Dallas can play on the right and give Lewis Potter a rest. So we'll see. But overall, my transfers went okay. I think these top ones were fantastic. Transfers out, we had a lot. out, and I'm not too happy with a couple of them leaving. Mainly Phillips, I was a bit sad to see go, but it was big money, and Vaughan I was sad to see go, and again big money. He's only started one game since signing for Sheffield United and didn't score or get any assists. I just feel like he should have stayed with us. He'd be in the Premier League now. He moved to go to the Premier League. He would have been in the Premier League if he'd have stayed with us already. So, bit annoying. And we need to kind of stop with the loans. Look how many loans we did. There's so many. We need to try and keep our loans next season down a little bit. We are releasing a few players like Pollock and Wilkes, so that will save up some of that. But yeah, we definitely need to keep an eye on not loaning out too many players. The season results, we got obviously second place, which was amazing. Bonucci was definitely our top scorer in that competition, and he was the striker we could depend on some important games. So he's getting better and better. I think he's only 20. He's going to get really good in the next couple of seasons. Then the FA Cup, we didn't do that well in. We only got the first game, Sheffield United. It was a tough game. We got Premier League side in the first game, which is really annoying, and then we just got absolutely trashed by him. Carabao, we did all right, but then again, we got up into a Premier League side and got trashed. Not a good sign for things to come for next season, that every time we play a Premier League side, we get absolutely destroyed. But hopefully, with some good substitutions, some good transfers, I should say, we should be able to make a difference. Moments to remember, 4-0. Yeah, it was a pretty decent Preston game. 3-0 against Cardiff was a good game as well. And goal of the season was Lewis Potter's goal against Southampton. Let's have a look at it, shall we? See if we think it was truly goal of the season. Alright, here we go. Lewis Potter has the ball. Ramsey to Taylor to Drads. Lewis Potter. Oh, that was a beautiful goal, wasn't it? That was a top corner. Absolute belter. Love it. So yeah, I would agree with that one. Finances, annual revenue. It's not great, actually. We are not doing fantastic with money. But hopefully next season, when we get promoted up to Premier League, a lot of money comes in. We should be seeing a fair amount of dollar bills flowing in. Shirts-wise, Lewis Potter was the most, with Lee, Mwamba, Taylor and Vince Krause as well. So they're the favourites for the fans. How we lined up, Vince Krause and Bonucci up front. I would agree with that as an overall. I think those two played well together, and think they may be our two strikers of choice next season, unless we can find someone better to fill one of these roles. But I kind of want to believe in Bonucci. He's got really good potential. So then Mwamba, Taylor, Lee and Lewis Potter. Yeah, again, I think that was our best midfield. Maybe Gallinopoulos would be better, but he got less games. Came in January, so maybe he will be taking over that role from Taylor. But I think Taylor was superb anyway. A Drad, Feeney, a Hanlon and Terrace. Again, completely agree with that back four. And then Trafford in goal. Yeah, that is our best starting lineup for sure. And then the accolades, not a lot of record breakers. Only the most assists in the season, Lewis Potter with 16, and the most clean sheets, 18 for James Trafford. So he's played well. Is he going to make that jump into Premier League? I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see how he does in this first season. Fans player of the season was Lewis Potter. Again, yes, I agree with that completely. Young player of the season, Hanlon. Yep. I think that was definitely a good shout. And goalkeeper James Trafford was signing of the season. Seen goaler of the season. Top goal scorer was 16 goals with Bonucci. Most assists we've seen. Most player of the match awards 8 for Lewis Potter. Highest average rating 7.3. And Mohamed Lee with the most completed passes. I would like to see if Lewis Potter gets a award or some sort of like best player in the championship this year, because I think he played pretty well. I think he might deserve that accolade, to be honest. But we're going to finish it there, and we're going to come back next season to see what transfers we did over the summer break, and see the first two games of Hull in the Premier League. I mean, who would have thought when we were managing in Division 3 of the Danish leagues that we're going to be managing in the Premier League in the future. I'm loving this transformation of us as a manager. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this series and seeing how far we can go as manager of Hull, and potentially once we get a couple of seasons with Hull in the Premier League, I might be looking at some other leagues abroad, trying to win them if we can. I don't think Hull will be my team that I take to the top of the Premier League. Who knows? But I'm trying to think of what's best for the future. So let me know what you think in the comments, if I should stick with Hull and see if we can actually get a good enough team together to win the Premier League, or if have a couple of seasons with Hull in the Premier League, if we kind of sit mid-table to fighting relegation every season, look to move on to maybe Italy, France, or Spain potentially as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you.